All right, Capricorns, welcome into your August 2025 reading. So this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Capricorns as usual. So how are you all doing? I can't believe we're in August, so we're kind of wrapping up the summer in the Northern Hemisphere. At least in the north of the Northern Hemisphere. So I'm doing something special. So I'm doing an ocean theme, kind of in lieu of summer for all the zodiac signs for August. Also, I found these chakra candles and I love them. They're all, plant-based with pure essential oils, no fragrances, chemicals. So I love them, and I just thought I was feeling drawn to... I'm lighting a candle for each zodiac sign. I'm intuitively picking what chakra I feel like you guys are all needing some support or some love or energy healing. So I'm picking that intuitively for all of you. So for you Capricorns, I have the protection. This is the kind of the navel center chakra here. So this chakra, I'm going to read kind of what it says. It holds the chi of life force or your personal power force. So this, which shields from negative influences. It leads to your own unique gift in work, art, and service, bringing harmony to your life. So I just felt like you guys needed this, so I lit the candle in honor of you all Capricorns for August, and sending lots of love and light and healing and support right now in helping you to clear or unblock any of your kind of center chakra there and help you open up your personal power and to remove any resistance there. So we are in Leo season. The sun is in Leo. So we have a lot of energy around, again, confidence, courage, self-empowerment. Leo is also kind of a sign that's really about the self, about expressing your authentic self, standing in your truth, being who you really are. And that definitely is showing up in the readings. So the themes for August are creativity, courage, and fun. So Leos also enjoy putting themselves out there, having fun, having a good time. So they are a fire sign. So it's kind of asking you Capricorns to, you guys are earth signs, so very grounded and that stability. But it's kind of asking you to get out of your comfort zone and kind of follow, what are you passionate about? What kind of lights your fire? What is your bliss? Like, what do you have fun doing? What gives you kind of light in your life? And really doing those things this month and not being too stuffy or grounded or serious. Sometimes earth signs can be a little too grounded and not like to change. But I think, the other elements and the other signs are kind of there to help you kind of harness those parts of yourself that maybe you don't normally kind of tap into. Okay, so let's get started here. So the two big themes I'm seeing, the two cards that keep coming out are the Ace of Swords and then the Five of Wands. This Five of Wands, I tell you, I'll be shuffling the cards and the Five of Wands flies out. It comes out in every reading. I'm like, what is going on here? I did do my own kind of pulled some cards around this Five of Wands just for the collective to see what is this, why is this keep showing up? Because the Five of Wands really is a card of conflict, disagreements, not seeing eye to eye. And really what it said, what I'm seeing for August is we need to really look at our conflict in a new way with ourselves and with others. And it's about healing conflict. healing any sort of relationships in our lives that we feel like there's a lot of conflict going on. Maybe healing ourselves if we feel like there's a lot of inner conflict, because really conflict in the external world is just mirroring the conflict that's going on within us. And it's time to heal that. Specifically, the card showed around relationships. And this is blocking us. So really there's a block within us. This can be based on trauma. It can be based on a belief system we have. Just being too stubborn to see different perspectives and really sticking into I'm right, my perspective's right, and everyone else. It can also be a victim mentality. But we really need to heal that. And because this is what's blocking us from truly connecting to others, truly being able to get our needs and desires met from others. The only way is to open up our own heart and allow people in. And at the same time, we're magnetizing people in our lives that also are blocked and aren't able to open up. So when we can unblock, then we're changing our experience, and we're, potentially we'll see that shift in the people around us already, or we'll be able to bring in new people that are aligned with that. So I just wanted to call that out because I think that's been very important for August and for everyone to know. So the first card out, childlike devotion. You are a multi-talented, complex being. Embrace and love who you are. That came out for Leos too. So I think it's just this acceptance of who we are. I know we tend to we are our own worst critics, and we're always looking at, and a lot of times we focus on the parts we don't like about ourselves or what isn't working. But really, however we're talking to ourselves, it's almost like, it really is almost like our inner being is a separate being. So we're really abusing ourselves. So we are complex. We are multifaceted. We have good and bad, and we have to be able to love all of it and embrace who we are today as we stand. And when we can start doing that better, we also, again, will mirror that in our environment. All right, Trident. Remember that true strength comes from within. If we're looking for strength and courage from other people, if we don't feel the power within ourselves to stand up for ourselves or stand up for other people or stand up for what we think is right and wrong. I mean, if we can't do that for ourselves, we're not going to see it. So Capricorns, I feel like there's a theme here just from me talking around for you guys, like mirroring, a mirror of the external world based on what's going on internally. Sea dragons, embrace your inner power and let your majestic spirit soar through life's steps. Again, power, strength. And that is, the strength card in the tarot is represented by Leo. So again, there's this fire energy really coming up. Sharks, embrace your primal instincts and navigate life's waters with fierce determination. So there could be a situation that you're dealing with that could be a little, feel like you're dealing with sharks that are always out for themselves, trying to get the best of you or a situation, and you're trying to navigate this. You could also just be dealing with something challenging in general. And, again, there's something about you have the power and strength to get through this, to stand up to other people and not let them bulldoze you. And just be determined. And as long as you're determined and stand up for what's right, standing up in a way that's being respectful and understanding of others, even in the face of potentially people that aren't doing that for you. I mean, that's true strength and power, when you don't allow them to change who you are and just to conform or kind of cower to people who come off really strong. But usually people who come off really strong in a negative way, using aggression, manipulation tactics. I mean, those people really internally are really weak. And they're masking, and they have to put on this mask to try and protect themselves. And usually it's just because they constantly don't feel safe in the world, and they always have to maintain control and get what they want. So let's dive into the tarot. So underneath we have the High Priestess. Yeah, there's something you definitely know. You know in your intuition about this situation. Seven of Pentacles here. So you've been working at something. This could be a situation it could be work, clients, business, even a relationship. But it's something that you've definitely, put your time and effort into. Maybe you've even put in money. And there's something that you're getting intuitive hits about around this. So listen to your intuition right now. I think you're getting a lot of guidance and messages. Knight of Pentacles here. It's been a slow go. Whatever this is, I feel like this is talking about a certain situation. It's been a slow road. You've made some progress. Not as much progress as you would like. I feel like you would like to not have the situation done or something, or progress to meet some goal or to hit some sort of level of, okay, I don't feel like this is an issue anymore, but there's been progress, and that's where I think you need to acknowledge that there has been progress. Queen of Swords, Three of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. So there's definitely something here where you have been working with another person or people in general. You've been trying to work together to sort something out, or maybe you're working on a project or making some sort of business deal here. This could be in general a relationship that you're trying to just work through some challenging aspects of this relationship. And I think you're seeing, definitely whatever situation this is, I feel like you're seeing sides of this person that you're kind of like that are red flags. This person, I almost feel that you're kind of the Queen of Swords, and you're really approaching it from a very informed, logical perspective, which I think is, yeah, I think you're approaching this person appropriately, I guess. There's kind of, right, there's no emotions in this connection or between these two right now. So again, off what so far the cards, I mean, it could still be a relationship, but I feel like with the Three of Pentacles, so far this is looking like something in regards to work or business, or just someone you're dealing with here, where like emotions aren't in the mix. But let's continue and see. All right, we have Judgment. Yeah, decision point. There's kind of, this situation has kind of reached a breaking point of like, okay, time to make a decision. We have the Five of Swords here. One of the, again, I feel like it's more the other person, but there's kind of this control, needing to control the situation. They could really be trying to get as much as they can out of this, but it ends up becoming where they're just trying to get what they want at the expense of other people or you or your time and efforts. And then the Hierophant. It could be a decision to commit to something, to decide. So this person could be indecisive. There could be money is a factor for them. And even though they seem like they have money or the finances or whatever, they have the physical things, they're just, again, there's something going on here that, hi Jupe, welcome in Jupiter. Okay, we have the Two of Coral. Yep, definitely indecision here. This situation is about indecision. But they're hitting a point where they have to make a decision. Magician. They are trying to get one over in some aspect on somebody. Like, they want to have control, definitely. I do feel like you are also finding your power, though, in this. I feel like you're learning something out of this. 6 of Swords. So, yeah, there's a forced decision here. There's kind of a reckoning. A decision has to be made. Someone's being indecisive, but I feel like you're standing up here. And for some reason, you have to move forward. If you're working on a project together or in work or even business, like something has to happen to move this forward. And I do like this. There has to be commitment here for you guys to move forward. And this person maybe isn't fully bought in yet, but they're going to be. And I think you're gonna make that shift happen here. Jupiter. 4 of Treasures. So they're kind of tight with money, or again, they're holding back. They're definitely holding back here and don't want to make a decision. Page of Wands and Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you're definitely trying to inspire them and help them to... In some way, I think you're also trying to get them to do what you want, but I think they're the ones who's the stick in the mud. And you're doing it not out of like bad intention, but like whatever the situation is. I mean, it's definitely weighing on you. It's been difficult. But also like things need to move forward. It's kind of like, okay, if you're not going to, we can't just sit on a fence. We're wasting time and money here, or just... We need to move this project forward, or this business, or whatever it is. If this is like a relationship you're in and you're struggling with this person, same thing applies. Excuse me. This could also be... if this is love related... This could be commitment issues, like a commitment phobe. And it's kind of like, where do we stand with each other? And you're kind of like, I want a relationship here. I want seriousness. And are you bought in or not? Because I'm not going to wait around any longer. But I do feel like at the end of the day, this situation is opening up some new opportunity for you. So... if it's work or something related more to like work or business, maybe that's why you've been holding on to this and kind of trying to, you've been committed to this, even though this, you'd maybe not want to be working with this person. But I feel like there's something from this that could benefit you. It could be money, but ultimately I think you're sorting through like, hey, there's a fine line of really toxic, where it's like, is it worth the money to continue to work with this person? But I think I don't think it's like that bad, but it's definitely, this person is difficult to deal with. But let's see, what is this Ace of Pentacles about? 5 of Cups. So there is something here about money, and I feel like if this doesn't go through, or if this doesn't work out, I feel like this could impact you in some way negatively in the physical. So whether it's at work, this would be a bad look, or if it's business or a client, you could lose out on the commission or the money here. But the Hermit. But you're kind of still holding tight. You're just trying to like stay the course here. Maybe there's been some money issues. You've been going through some money issues, or just feeling out in the cold by this person. I do feel like there's something definitely there. This is like it could be karmic here, where there's something like where you had to deal with this person, or be kind of cross paths with this person. But you're being kind of quiet about, maybe you're also being quiet about your money issues right now, and you're not telling this person. Let's talk to this King of Pentacles. What say you, King of Pentacles? 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, they definitely, and 10 of Coral, 10-10 here. Okay. So, King of Spears. Oh, okay. So now we have the King and Queen of Swords coming out. So there is a meeting of the minds here. I do feel like on some page underneath the surface, maybe you feel a little like you guys aren't on the same page, but either you do get on the same page or underneath it all, like maybe it doesn't seem like this person respects you, but I do think they respect you. I don't think they're trying to be difficult. I think it's almost like they're being difficult and you could take this personally, but I don't think it's personal. But there's definitely been a long road with this person. It's been challenging, but this is about to end in August. If this has been something you've been dealing with for a little while, I think this is going to wrap up. But there is some treasure here for you with this person. So they do have the money if you're looking for the money, and the money's not the issue with them, if that applies. But if this is a relationship and there's something about family or something about values too, if you're on the same page, and is there a level of commitment here, that could be an issue. And that's maybe why the universe isn't working out. And you're like, well, I wanted this to be my person, but it's all going down the tubes. I think, obviously everything in life that doesn't work out for us, it's hard to really see why. And sometimes we get so stuck in the disappointment or the loss, or just like the hurt, but it's like everything that's not in our highest good eventually will leave. And I think we just need to see that long term, this could really be a continuous suffering for a long time. And even if this person would all of a sudden commit, it doesn't mean that this person's personality is going to change. And I do see a lot of kind of manipulative, controlling behavior here. They're really they don't have a lot of emotional availability or really just emotional depth to them. So for you, I would say it's probably good if this is a relationship and it doesn't work out. All right, Capricorn. So however this applies, I like the treasure at the end of the rainbow here. There's been a journey here, but I think in the end it'll pay off for you. All right, Caps, I will leave you with that. You guys have an amazing August. Enjoy the month. This is a month, right? Leo, fun, creativity. You got some oracle cards about just finding your passions, doing things you're passionate about. Don't continue to keep putting time and effort into things that you're not passionate about or that drag you down. And have a little fun, right? For most of us watching in the Northern Hemisphere, it's summer. Enjoy the end of the summer. Just have some fun. Do things that really light your fire. But yeah, I will see you in the next reading. Bye for now.